Yeah, no, I think that what we've learned from our team is that we are really strong doing the collective. That means being all 11 guys behind the ball, all defending. I think that's a big thing that we learned against PSG is where they were attacking us a lot, and we had to be comfortable in that low block, mid block. But knowing that, we know that we have speed. Our wing, we got Paul, we got Pedro, and so being able to take advantage in those moments when we win the ball at a low block, that's going to be key. And so I think if we do that collective running together, we'll save each other legs, but we'll also have legs to attack.
How has that familiarity helped in terms of knowing what each player does in terms of passing into space and in transition and getting you guys that offensive attack?
I mean, I think it makes the game much easier. I think I've said it a lot of times is where you build that connection outside of the field that makes it a lot easier on the field. And so knowing where your teammates are at facilitates, because now you just do blind balls and they go straight to your teammates. And so that's what we're going to have to do at some moments. But I know that we're good enough to keep the ball. We're good enough to make them run. And it's gonna be an interesting game where both teams are going to have to adapt and change on the fly depending on what they demand from us and what we demand from them. And so that's where we have to be maybe a little bit quicker and a little bit smarter than them to be able to adjust on the fly.
You know, there's going to go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask: Is Pedro one of the more excited people to play this game?
So I have no idea. Probably, yeah. I think we're all excited as a collective to be able to maybe make history, knowing that this is the only trophy that the club needs to fill the cabinet. And so I think that we're all motivated for a final, because we know that finals don't come very often. And so we know that we did a good paper during the tournament to get to this final, and so we just have to finish it.
And I asked that it's a kind of situation, and it's like that's one player, and you got to play as a collective. Is that being emphasized at all with you guys?
No, we know how big of a player he is, but there's also 10 other players that we have to worry about, that have quality, and they're playing there for a reason, and so we have to think about the team, but obviously we have that in the back of our minds, because you don't get to just put aside the best player in the world. And so keeping that in mind, we have to, I think that's where it goes back to playing the collective, because as a collective, that's where we can be dangerous and keep them away as far as possible from our goal.
You and Usaze seem to have created a pretty nice partnership together. You guys have a similar background, being the son of former players who are actually peers themselves. What has it been like with Osaze, and how have you sort of seen him? What's your relationship with him, and how have you kind of seen him grow as he's gotten more minutes?
Yeah, no, I've liked him since preseason. I think he's a different type of 9 that we have maybe in the squad, where he's more of a target 9, but also has enough speed to run in behind. And so it's fun playing with him, because he's always hungry to score goals, get in positions to score goals, and do everything to help the team. And so it's exciting, because now I don't have to jump for headers, and I could just run in behind and just win those knockdowns. But it gives us something different to our team, where maybe we weren't doing that, because with Moose and me, we're not really the biggest guys, and so we were kind of just losing the ball out there. But me and Moose were maybe more touching the ball and connecting, where maybe with Osaze it's more vertical. So it gives you a little different look, which is good for the team sometimes. But it's exciting to be able to get to play alongside a young guy, where I know that I've been there in that situation where maybe like a lot of guys maybe don't pass me the ball because I'm young and don't give me enough confidence. But with him, you can see it that he wants to be on the field. He wants to get the ball. He wants to score goals, and that's great for us.